Hey guys, Miss Warren here. So today I'm going to be talking about body proportions. In the last video, we drew our guy here, paying attention to even proportions throughout the body. I'm going to draw a woman and I'm going to draw her posture a little more relaxed, and I'm going to go a little bit faster than last time as I talk. Okay, so yet again, when I draw a person, I start with a circle. Here, I'll make her just a tiny bit shorter than him. A circle about the size that I want the shape of the head. For me, I also will sometimes do a line where I want the spine to be, and then I'll do a line where I want the shoulders to be. Now I'm gonna give her like a little more of a posture and an attitude, so I'm gonna slant those shoulders. One up and one dropped. Now, I'm also going to, I think I'm gonna slant her hips as well, so I'm gonna draw a little marking point here. I'm going to draw a circle about where her shoulders will be. And where her elbows will be. I'm going to have this arm be more relaxed and come down straight. Now, so her pelvis is going to be shaped like this. Her rib cage will be faced a little bit this way. Because it's much easier to kind of draw a stick figure of how you want your person to be positioned than it is to draw the whole thing and then realize you don't like how much of the page they're taking up or how they're placed. So I'm going to do this leg kind of bent and not carrying weight. And this toe kind of pointed. I'm going to do this leg straight. Here's the knee. And a little bit further back, and this foot carrying the weight. Okay, so we kind of have a skeleton going on. Now we're going to fill it out and flesh it out a little bit. So I'm going to start adding details to the face, kind of rounding it out, making it look more human-like. Then I'm going to scoop down with the neck and drop the shoulder here. Now I'm going to put this shoulder up higher. Now, if she's female, she will have pectoral muscles, kind of like how I drew on the man, that come in here and here, but she'll also have a bust. I think about it like being a teardrop, like kind of more narrow at the top and more rounded at the bottom. More narrow at the top and more rounded at the bottom. Okay, her muscles won't stick out as much either unless she works out a whole lot. So her arms are going to be a little bit smoother. It will be a little more thick at the top where her deltoids are, but it will be a little bit more smooth. It will stick out more here where the muscles are, but then it's going to smooth out a little bit more and not be as harsh. Okay. And get a little bit of the back muscle in there. Now, the other thing too is that women's waists tend to be a little bit smaller than men's, or at least in proportion to their hips. So it goes in and then it goes out where their hip is. I'll get to the hands in a minute. So this is one of the biggest difference between men and women, is the proportion of the hip to waist ratio. Now I'm going to get her leg. Yet again, not as much muscle definition, a little smoother, but it still is wider at the top than it is at the knee. The calf muscle still goes out and then comes back in, but it's not as big as a man's. I'm still going to do like the open triangle for the top of the feet. The big toe here, and then subsequently smaller toes. Her heel curves. Okay, now I'm going to get the hands in there. Since her hand is folded, her pinky will actually be on this side and her thumb is hidden. So there's her like knuckles. There's where her finger goes up, and here's where it comes forward. And you won't see all of her fingers. They're kind of hidden behind her hand there. Here the thumb is on this side, but I have it kind of hidden behind the leg. And then her hand is like this. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to erase the guidelines that I drew on the inside. And I'm going to add some clothes. I'm going to make this calf muscle a little more slim, and I'm going to change the angle there, just kind of clean it up some. Okay, I'm going to put a shirt. And give her some shorts. And give her some hair. Eyes, nose, mouth. She's kind of turned this way, so her face is turned. I'm going to slim out her face just a little bit, kind of change the angle. Give her some eyes. And there we have male and female basic body proportions. Go ahead and give it a try, and I look forward to seeing your work. See you next time.